What's up, Run 50 States My Way? It's Ashley and Ryan, and we have made it to Devil's Tower National Monument. We can't wait to share it with you. Most importantly, we again want to thank the rangers for saying that we did not need a commercial filming permit to be able to vlog our experiences today, that it's low impact and falls under First Amendment. So with that, like, subscribe, and comment down below, and we're gonna go for a great hike and see the tower. And I are en route to Devil's Tower, and of course roadside attractions never cease. We are in a town called Aladdin, Wyoming, where the oldest general store, the oldest building in Wyoming is. So let's go inside and check it out. And apparently Aladdin only has a population of 15, so it is a small town. Here's the building. Let's go check it out. So inside is a really cool general store, and of course you know that we're in Devil's Tower country because you walk in and the first thing you see are a whole bunch of things for Devil's Tower, where we're headed. Off to the side they have a barn, which is also the bar, and we're going to learn a little bit about the safe.
This was the original safe for the store. When they brought it in the 1890s, it fell off the rail and hit the railroad track. It's right up here.
Oh my gosh.
Then they never used it because it wouldn't lock. So when Trent bought the store a few years ago, he brought it around. It was just sitting in the back. He used a grinder and ground down all of it so that the door would close. Hard a lot sniff, and
oh my gosh.
isn't it beautiful?
That is incredible. What a cool piece of history. And how old's the safe?
The front of it, the patent is 1877, so I'm guessing it's early 1890s.
And when was this building built?
1890.
1890. And has it always been a general store?
Yes.
Always been a general store. And you said it's the oldest building?
Continuously operated store in Wyoming.
Okay, so this is a total piece of history. Oh my gosh. And Aladdin only has 15 people who live in it still? That's awesome.
The ice chest is the original ice chest to the store.
Original ice chest to the store. Oh my gosh, it's an original ice box.
Upstairs is the antiques and collectibles, and you'll find the switchboard that was for the town there.
Okay, yeah, perfect. We'll head there next. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, so let's go check out the old switchboard up the stairs. All right. And here it is, the old-fashioned switchboard. Oh my gosh. That is so cool. Really cool antiques, but also it looks like some crafts. You know we're in fur country. Oh my gosh, this is a rabbit coat. Wow. And then this one right here is mink. $1,000 for the mink coat. What do you think, runners? A rabbit coat. Is it me? It's a little small. So this is really cool. You can follow them on social media. We never cease to find these epic roadside attractions and little bits of history. Oldest general store in Wyoming, Aladdin. So cool. Now off to Devil's Tower. Heading in to Devil's Tower through Highway 24 in Wyoming. We just turned the corner and got our first glimpse. We're gonna put a picture because on the video camera I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, or maybe I'll be able to zoom in on video with my phone, but literally driving through the Black Hills in the middle of just nothingness, and there it is. Welcome to Devil's Tower National Monument, the first national monument. We ate lunch at a really great little restaurant right in front of where you turn off to go into Devil's Tower, which was the Devil's Tower Gulch. Amazing locally sourced beef and bison burgers. Absolutely delicious. We'll go ahead and put a picture in now.
Arriving at Devil's Tower.
There's also a couple really cool things near the entrance to Devil's Tower, including a trading post, which we'll showcase at the end of this video. You do have to pay to get in, but we have our National Parks Pass. All right, getting our next stamp. Devil's Tower.
Like, even though fires and floods can be damaging, they're really important to like ecosystem and the fire. Yeah.
Cool paper you put it on?
Yeah.
So, yeah, we have prescribed runs here, like once every few years in different sections. Right. Yeah. Yeah, that was prescribed.
Complete with extra stamp. I think this is the best stamp we've done the entire trip. It didn't smudge. Another national park. It's really nice that they actually have the passport stamp station outside of the visitor center. Now bear in mind that this is the original national monument, so it dates back to 1906, I believe. So what the ranger told me when he called to let me know that I didn't need the special use permit for filming was to get here early, because people come from Yellowstone going one direction, and they come from like Badlands and the Black Hills going the other direction. So the parking lot is very small, and this is a very popular location in the summer. It does look like you can do climbing here, but that does require a special permit. But this is seriously epic, unlike nothing I've ever seen. So legend has it that the markings were made by a bear that, so it's a Native American legend that there were 7 siblings and was 1 boy and 6 girls, and the boy turned into a wolf, and to escape the bear, the girls climbed a giant tree, and it's thought that this is the stump of the tree. The 6 girls became the Pleiades constellation, and yeah, the markings were left by the bear trying to get his sisters. But in reality, this is like a volcanic formation. So we're going to learn all about it, and we're going to hike the base. Can't wait.
Or what is the sort of shape of it, and then we have a picture of what it looks like right over there.
So is it the cone of a volcano as originally thought?
That was one of the original ideas, but as we've studied it more, we think it was just a I forget the actual term, but it's like a sort of igneous intrusion. So magma filled up this hollow spot in the ground, kind of like a cave.
Okay.
And it cooled pretty much all at once. And because igneous rock is extremely hard, and the rock around it is actually pretty soft for a rock, when the Belfouche would flood and go away, it would just pull off more of it. And it's been exposing more of it, and as it's been exposed, some of it has like kind of cracked off and fallen.
Yeah.
And because of the way it cooled, it falls off in that really cool looking shape. It's called columnar joining. So
That's so cool.
yeah.
All right, so we are doing the 1.3 mile base Devil's Tower Tower Trail. It is a paved trail, but there are a number of hiking trails around the National Monument. We thought it'd be kind of neat to do the trail that goes around the base. Nice, short, and sweet, especially after Badlands and Spearfish, or where were we yesterday? Sylvan Lake. Spearfish Falls is later today. All the places to see in South Dakota and Wyoming. Epic. But yeah, just a chill, nice little walk around the base. So this picture dictates or depicts what I was explaining a little bit earlier, how the marks on the tower were thought to be left behind by a bear. In this legend that's on here, it's actually a bear girl who slips and scratches an enormous rock, not a bear brother. So it's interesting how each tribe kind of has a different variation of the legend. Right, again, there are two trails that lead from the visitor center. Red Beds Trail, which is a 2.8 mile loop, and the one we're doing, which is Tower Trail. Now this says 1.6 mile loop, and the piece of paper says 1.3, so maybe the 0.3 is from the visitor center to that sign. So fun fact, Steven Spielberg selected Devil's Tower for the location of his movie, Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Surrounded by ponderosa pines. The ranger was actually letting us know about the different scheduled burns to try to protect this area from wildfires. This location is sacred to the Lakota tribes, and along the path you actually see pieces of cloth hung from trees that symbolize prayers. Wow. Incredible. Okay, the adjective of the day is just wow. Seriously, if you are in the area and have an opportunity to come and see this, just wow. Here's another example of those prayer cloths. Incredible. Wildlife in the area, bull snake, falcon, deer, turkey vulture, and bat. This is such a beautiful trail. Even though it's paved, you know, you still definitely feel like you're getting a nice hike. It's just gorgeous. With the tower next to you, the different vantage points. Because we are on a mountain, there is some elevation change, and it is hilly, but worth it. We are officially at the halfway point for the Tower Trail. We're in the back. Nice little incline here. There's definitely a storm rolling in Run 50 States My Way. So we're trying to double time it back to the visitor center. I do not want to get soaked. Whew. But still enjoying it nonetheless. Definitely unpredictable weather here in the Black Hills. Wowza. It goes from being completely fine to completely not. But again, worth the hike, and what a view. All right, this one is an awesome view right here. Coming into the end of the loop. Wow. Again, word of the day, just wow. This view really shows all of the different colorations, which I'm sure it's not even going to show up on the video. But I mean, there's just oranges and reds and browns and yellows. Coming into the home stretch of the loop. Stellar. The trail literally is finishing the way we came in this like epic rock structured formation. Awesome. Nice small little gift shop with Lloyd. The Devil's Tower Junior Ranger, Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Literally right outside of the park, Devil's Tower Trading Post. Let's go check it out. Cute little shop. Ooh, lots of hot sauces. Ice cream. More hot sauce and peanuts. Devil's Tower, Close Encounters. Sioux City sarsaparilla. I think I have to try one. I love how on this trip, literally, all of the 50 state stuff. And I love that they embrace the alien. This is seriously a cute little pit stop. Well, Sioux City sarsaparilla, locally made root beer. Delicious and refreshing after that hike around the tower base. We ended up doing 2 miles. And of course, Ryan behind me couldn't pass up.
Ice cream!
We're gonna go check out the back deck, which will be great for one last view of Devil's Tower before we head to Deadwood. There's the entrance to the National Monument. Across the street here is a KOA. It looks like a really nice campground. Looks pretty busy too, and I think I saw some teepees that you can rent, but I'm not altogether sure if they're just display or if you can actually stay in them. If you know, put a comment in the description down below and let me know. And of course, the Devil Tower Trading Post. Now let's go check out that view. That storm came through nice and quick. We got to the trading post just in the nick of time. There it is, Run 50 States My Way. They don't lie. That's one heck of a view. So with that, it's officially the end of this video. We're off to our next adventure in Deadwood. Visit Spearfish Canyon, see all that there is to see, and of course, why we came to South Dakota in the first place, with a couple side trips to Wyoming and Nebraska, was to do the Deadwood Marathon. So check out that video as well. But this has been an absolutely amazing trip to Devil's Tower, the first national monument. We beat the storm and we had a blast. Thanks for watching, and remember, adventure is always out there, 1 mile at a time.